Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into something I'm super passionate about, eclectic decor. You know, that effortlessly chic style that mixes and matches different elements to create a space that's uniquely you. The beauty of eclectic design is that it's all about finding that sweet spot between curated chaos and cozy charm. So whether you're starting with a blank canvas or just want to add a little personality to your existing decor, stick around. I'm sharing my top 10 tips and tricks for nailing that eclectic look. Okay, let's talk rugs. A rug can truly make or break a room, and when it comes to eclectic design, it's the perfect opportunity to make a bold statement. Think rich Persian rugs with intricate designs, or maybe a vintage kilim with geometric patterns. A vibrant rug acts like an anchor, grounding the entire space and tying together all the different elements in the room. If you've got a lot of neutral furniture, a colorful rug can inject that much-needed dose of personality. And hey, if you're feeling really adventurous, layer rugs on top of each other for even more depth and visual interest. Look for rugs made from natural fibers like wool or jute. They add warmth and texture to a space. Let's move on to the walls, shall we? In an eclectic space, your walls are like blank canvases just begging for a little personality. Think large-scale paintings with vibrant colors, vintage maps, or even framed textiles. Don't be afraid to mix and match different styles and mediums to create a gallery wall that feels curated over time. One of my favorite ways to add a touch of whimsy is with vintage botanical prints or animal sketches. Get creative and frame vintage postcards, concert posters, or even your kids' artwork. When it comes to hanging your art, don't be afraid to think outside the box. The key is to have fun and let your personality shine through. One of the things I love most about eclectic design is its ability to transport you to different places and cultures. And there's no better way to infuse your home with a sense of global wanderlust than with Moroccan lanterns. These intricately designed lanterns cast the most beautiful, warm glow, instantly adding a touch of magic and ambiance to any room. Hang them from the ceiling, group them together on a tabletop, or use them to create a cozy reading nook. I love the look of brass lanterns with a slightly aged patina. They add a touch of vintage charm to any space. Pair your Moroccan lanterns with other globally inspired pieces like Turkish rugs, Indian textiles, or African baskets to create a space that feels collected and well-traveled. Now let's talk about a design style that's near and dear to my heart, Scandinavian. This design philosophy is all about creating a serene and functional living space that feels both modern and timeless. I love the clean lines, functionality, and cozy minimalism of Scandinavian design. It's a style that emphasizes simplicity and practicality, making it perfect for those who appreciate a clutter-free environment. But here's the thing, Scandinavian design doesn't have to be cold or sterile. It can be incredibly warm and inviting when done right. In fact, it pairs beautifully with eclectic elements to create a space that's both stylish and inviting. The mix of different textures and colors can add a unique charm to your home. Think cozy sheepskin throws draped over sleek mid-century modern chairs, adding a touch of softness and warmth to the clean lines. Or a collection of colorful ceramics displayed on a minimalist wooden shelf. These small touches can make a big impact. A vintage Danish armchair with a curved wooden frame, for example, adds a touch of organic warmth to a room. It's these unique pieces that make the space feel personal and lived in. The key to successfully blending Scandinavian and eclectic styles is all about balance. You want to maintain the clean, uncluttered look of Scandinavian design while incorporating eclectic elements that reflect your personality. Keep the overall look clean and uncluttered, ensuring that each piece has its own space to shine. But don't be afraid to add in those personal touches that make your home feel lived in and loved. After all, your home should be a reflection of who you are and what you love. One of the secrets to creating an eclectic space that feels warm and inviting is layering textures. Think cozy throws, plush pillows, and natural fiber rugs layered together to create a sense of depth and dimension. Don't be afraid to mix and match different textures either. A chunky knit blanket paired with a smooth leather sofa creates a beautiful contrast. When it comes to textures, it's all about creating a sensory experience. Natural fibers are your best friend when it comes to adding texture. Think jute rugs, linen curtains, and rattan baskets. And don't forget about the little details. A woven tray on your coffee table, a macrame wall hanging, or even a collection of ceramic vases with different textures can all add that extra layer of interest. You know I can't talk about eclectic design without mentioning my love for vintage finds. There's just something so special about incorporating pieces with history and character into your home. Each piece tells a story, and they add a sense of soulfulness that you just can't replicate with new furniture. One of my favorite places to hunt for vintage treasures is at flea markets. Look for unique furniture pieces, vintage textiles, or even just small decorative objects that speak to you. The key to incorporating vintage finds into an eclectic space is all about balance. Mix and match your vintage pieces with more modern furniture and decor to create a look that's both stylish and timeless. Lighting is often overlooked, but it's one of the most important elements in any room, especially when it comes to eclectic design. The right lighting can completely transform the mood and ambiance of a space. Pair a vintage chandelier with modern sconces, or hang a statement pendant light over your dining table. One of my favorite ways to add a touch of whimsy to a room is with a vintage birdcage chandelier. And don't forget about the importance of task lighting. Make sure you have plenty of light for reading, working, or cooking. Table lamps, floor lamps, and desk lamps are all essential for creating a functional and stylish space. Warm light creates a cozy and inviting atmosphere, perfect for relaxing after a long day. Gallery walls are a hallmark of eclectic design, and for good reason. They allow you to display a collection of your favorite pieces, whether they are photographs, paintings, or other forms of art. They're a fantastic way to showcase your personality and create a focal point in any room. A well-curated gallery wall can tell a story about who you are and what you love. But how do you create a gallery wall that doesn't feel cluttered or overwhelming? The secret lies in careful planning and thoughtful arrangement. The key is to start with a plan. Sketch out your ideas on paper or use digital tools to visualize the layout before you begin. Before you even start hammering nails into the wall, lay out your frames on the floor and experiment with different arrangements. This step helps you see how the pieces will work together. Mix and match different frame sizes and styles, but try to stick to a cohesive color palette to keep the look from feeling too busy. This balance is crucial for a harmonious display, but try to stick to a cohesive color palette to keep the look from feeling too busy. A unified color scheme ties everything together beautifully. And remember, your gallery wall doesn't have to be limited to just framed art. Incorporate different elements to add depth and interest. Mix in mirrors, vintage plates, or even small shelves to create visual interest. These items can break up the monotony and add unique touches. And don't be afraid to think outside the box when it comes to the content of your gallery wall. Unconventional items can make your display stand out. Frame vintage postcards, concert tickets, or even pressed flowers to create a truly unique and personal display. These personal touches make your gallery wall a true reflection of your life and experiences. When it comes to eclectic design, I say the bolder, the better, and that definitely applies to patterns. Don't be afraid to mix and match different patterns and prints to create a space that's full of personality. The key to successfully mixing patterns is to vary the scale. Pair a large-scale floral print with a smaller geometric pattern, or mix stripes with polka dots. One of my favorite ways to incorporate bold patterns is through textiles. Think throw pillows, curtains, or even upholstery. Even just a few strategically placed patterned pieces can really liven up a room. No matter what your design style, adding plants to your home is one of the easiest ways to bring life and energy to a space. Whether you prefer a minimalist look or a more eclectic vibe, plants can seamlessly fit into any decor. They not only enhance the aesthetic appeal but also improve air quality and create a calming atmosphere. And in an eclectic space, plants are practically a must-have. They add a touch of organic texture, color, and life to any room. The beauty of an eclectic style is that it embraces diversity, and plants can be the perfect unifying element that ties everything together. Don't be afraid to go big with your greenery. A large potted plant can make a dramatic statement in a living room or dining room, while smaller plants can be grouped together on shelves or windowsills. Mixing different sizes and types of plants can create a dynamic and visually interesting display. One of my favorite ways to incorporate plants into an eclectic space is to hang them from the ceiling or walls. Hanging plants can add a whimsical and playful touch, and they are perfect for small spaces where floor space is limited. And don't forget about the power of fresh flowers. A bouquet of fresh blooms can instantly brighten up any room and add a touch of color and fragrance to your home. Fresh flowers can be changed with the seasons, allowing you to keep your decor feeling fresh and new all year round. So there you have it, my top 10 tips for creating an eclectic space you'll love. Remember, the beauty of eclectic design is that there are no rules. It's all about creating a space that reflects your unique personality and style. Thanks for joining me today, and be sure to subscribe for more design inspiration and DIY projects. Happy decorating!